guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on this new Maybelline Super Stay Up to 24 Hours Hybrid Powder Foundation. So let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm super excited to be talking about this and letting you guys know my thoughts on whether I think this is worth checking out or not. So keep watching. This is a new version of the Super Stay Foundation. I don't know if you guys have ever tried the Super Stay Foundation, but this is supposed to be a Super Stay Hybrid Powder Foundation. It has a new look. It's an enhanced high performance formula from the old one. Let me see if I can show you guys in case you may have forgotten. The picture isn't that clear, but that was the old Super Stay. Now they have a new Super Stay, which is what I have right here. And this is supposed to be sweat resistant, water resistant, high resistant formula. Up to 24 hours, no caking, no patchiness. It's part of the Super Stay family. So I did purchase the shade 220. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to do one side with just powder foundation, and then on the other side I'm going to use it after I'm done doing liquid foundation on top as almost like a setting powder, see how it works best. So it comes with this little sponge, so I am going to go ahead and use the sponge to just start with because I want to see the coverage. Let's just go ahead and take some of that product like that. Yeah, so it is light, but I will say I was touching it and it feels very, very silky. Something else I do want to quickly point out that I forgot to mention right before I started applying this is I already went ahead and applied my liquid concealer. I just used the one that I've been currently loving. That is the Sephora Best Skin Ever in the shade 26N. So concealer is already on, which is great. And you guys can see with the sponge is actually doing pretty well. Typically, I don't like to use products with sponge because I feel like they don't apply as well, but this actually isn't bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep working with it. I wanna see how it does on my rosacea on my nose because I do have a good amount of rosacea on the nose. I wanna see how well it covers that. You guys can see the pigment is there, so that's definitely a good thing. And like I said, we are just gonna be doing one side with the powder and then the other side as a setting slash finishing powder. Okay, so my nose does have texture from my rosacea. It's like a little texturized, and I'm noticing that that's going on. So what that tells me is that I probably, for this part, I probably will want to use a brush. This is a Lunar Beauty brush, but I'm just going to be using a brush to kind of, yeah, that's more, I think, seamless a little bit, but still okay. Yeah, my nose, I always have issues with my nose. I think this will work best with people that do have combination to oily skin. This does say in the front that this is a matte look, so it's definitely for somebody looking for that matte finish. So this is with the powder foundation, and then this is with nothing on. You guys can see that it definitely did a beautiful job of minimizing the redness. You guys can't really see the redness here. I do appreciate the fact that this also looks like skin. I feel like sometimes with some products, they just don't look like skin, and this really does look like really nice skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And I'm going to just be applying liquid foundation. I'm going to be using my favorite liquid foundation, which is the Hourglass Soft Glow Ambient Foundation. And this is in the shade 10.5. And I'm going to do a very light layer of this. But this is what we have going on right now. You guys can see. What I am going to quickly do on camera, since we're already here, is I'm just going to quickly finish off the face. So whenever I work with powder foundation as opposed to like a liquid foundation, I like to just go in with powders all throughout. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am just going to be taking my powder from Reina Rebelde, my powder bronzer, and I'm just going to warm up the face just a little bit. Just like I said, I just want to add some warmth back into this part of my face. And I think I'm going to keep everything with the same product. So I'm going to also do this side with the Reina Rebelde bronzer. Okay, and then for blush, since we're already here, I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of the blush in here in the Reina Rebelde palette. I'm just sticking to all powders. To be honest with you guys, I'm not a powder foundation girl in terms of only use powder foundation. If I'm doing a full face of makeup, I am a liquid foundation girl and then go in with powder to set it. So we are kind of doing things a little out of my comfort zone right now, but it's okay because I do like to review powder foundations as well, just because I do love powder foundations to just really set the face beautifully. What I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is I'm going to just go in and set, actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish off the eye stuff real quick. I'm gonna do eyes and lips off camera. I just wanted to show you guys what complexion products I used after I applied the powder and also the liquid foundation, so you guys could see that I'm using the same thing. So pretty much just the Reina Rebelde trio, the Coqueta trio, the bronzer and the blush in here to do this masterpiece. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead, finish this off, and then we can apply the powder to set on this side, and then we can go ahead and start our day. Okay guys, so I am back. I finished the rest of my makeup. I just did a little bit of some mascara on the lower lash line, and then I did a lip makeup by Mario. I'll have the lip details down below in my description box. But now we can go ahead and set this side of our makeup with the powder. So I was looking at both sides of my face. This is the side with just the powder. This is the side with liquid foundation. I feel like the side with just the powder does look a little bit more perfected than the side with just the liquid foundation. I feel like it slightly gives me a more flawless finish, and that may be just because we just have powder on that side. But now we're gonna go ahead and set. So how I like to set my face with powder is I go in with a powder puff. This one I just have from Amazon. I'll link them down below. And then I just press, and then begin to set this entire look up. Now that I've set it, my texture kind of looks more smoothed out. And I think it may also be because as somebody that has naturally oily skin, you tend to see more of those imperfections before you set the face. And I feel like now that I set it, you can't really see the imperfections. I will say first impressions, like I mentioned a little earlier, I really am loving how smooth and silky this powder is. Like it truly does feel like a luxurious powder. This is with just the powder, and this is with powder on top of liquid foundation as almost like a setting powder finish. So I have to say I really am impressed. I feel like it's really nice. And I also like the fact that this powder is so lightweight. So I feel like it's worked a lot better than other powders that I have tried and reviewed, where I first go in with the little sponge and it doesn't do well. Like I have to go in with something else, but this applied well with a sponge and also with a brush. It really did a nice job of evening out my complexion. The only area where I wasn't too fond about it was on the nose. You guys saw that, so I kind of had to work with it a little bit. I would say if you do have rough patches or like rough texture, be mindful of that. I would probably use this more so as a setting powder than actually a complexion foundation if you really want to even out whatever imperfections you have, because I do feel like this can make certain dry areas look more dry. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna carry on with the rest of my day. I will show you guys an in natural lighting clip to see how it does with the side with just the powder versus the side with the powder on top of liquid foundation. And then I'll come back in the evening and give you guys my final thoughts. So right now it is 8:18. Let's hope for the best. I'll see you guys in a little bit. A natural lighting clip, you don't want to miss it, so keep watching to let you guys know if I think this is worth your money or not. Okay guys, so I have here the natural lighting with the powder foundation by Maybelline. This is the side with just the powder foundation, nothing else. You guys can see it looks very nice. I feel like sometimes powders can kind of scare some people away because they feel like it could look too cakey, but this does speak true to its claims that it doesn't give you a cakey finish. If anything, it looks like very natural. And then this side right here is where we went in with the liquid foundation and then set with this powder foundation as a setting powder. And I feel like it also looks really, really nice. So I have to say, I am very impressed with how this is looking. As for the color, honestly, now in natural lighting, it doesn't look bad whatsoever. I feel like it works pretty well. I think it may also be because, like I said, we're moving into fall and winter. So I feel like it's picking up the right tones for me. It's looking pretty good. So I'm not mad at it. Okay guys, so I am back right now. It is 7:21 p.m. I said I was gonna be back around this time, and this is what the powder foundation is looking like. So this is the side with just the powder, and this is the side with the powder on top of the liquid foundation. And I have to say, I feel like both sides look equally the same. And I do have to say, I'm actually very impressed with the side where we just went in with powder, especially as somebody that doesn't wear powder by itself, and I use it more so as a setting powder. It looks very skin-like, very nice. I really feel like it looks good, and it's also not sticky. On this side, I also feel like it looks the same. I do want to go ahead and retouch right now because I am going to be wearing this makeup for a little bit longer. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and use a powder puff that we used earlier, and I'm going to retouch. Yeah, it looks really nice. I feel like when you retouch it, it doesn't look cakey. It still looks really nice and smooth. And even on top of liquid foundation, it does well. So you can wear this by itself as a foundation, or you can wear this as a setting powder and you will be thriving. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with this powder. It's $14. I feel like for that price, great. Honestly, I feel like it's a really good price point. And also, I just feel like it doesn't feel heavy. Like, it does not feel heavy whatsoever. So I have to say, Maybelline, this is really good. This is really, really good. If you've been eyeing this, I would definitely suggest it. I think it's a great powder for setting or for all over foundation. If you're looking for something nice, matte, and poreless, you guys can see, like, it gives you a matte finish without looking flat. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Have you purchased this? If so, let me know what you're thinking about it. But I think it's a really good powder if you have oily skin. This is definitely one that I'll continue using, and I am very impressed. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys did enjoy watching my review and wear test, please give this video a big thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing these type of videos for you guys. And I think that's pretty much it. I will see you guys after Thanksgiving. So have a fabulous Thanksgiving, and don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.